Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's makeup tutorial is inspired by the makeup that Kim Kardashian wore at the Met Gala event. So before we start, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have done my brows off camera, but the link to my brow video will be in the description box. To get started, we're going to be doing our skin, and I'm going to be applying some primer. This is the Natural Radiance Primer from MAC, and I'm just going to be applying this all over my skin to prep it before foundation. And the foundation that I'm going to be using today is the Mercier Silk Cream Foundation. I have just been loving this foundation recently for a nice full coverage, and it just looks so creamy and silky like the bottle says. I just absolutely love it, and I'm going to be applying it today with my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponge, which I have also been loving to apply my foundation recently. It just applies everything so smoothly. So I'm just applying an even layer of that and just bouncing this onto my skin. Next, I'm going to be applying another layer just on the areas that I feel needs a little bit more coverage, and I'm just going to be bouncing my Real Techniques sponge again just to make sure that blends in with the rest of the foundation. Next, I'm going to apply my primer. I'm using the Soft Ochre Paintpot from MAC, and I'm applying it with a Zoeva rounded brush, and I'm just going to be applying this onto the whole of my lids. Then I'm going to be going in with MAC Uninterrupted Eyeshadow and applying this with a big fluffy blending brush. This one is from Sigma, and then I'm going to be applying a little bit more of that into the deeper part of my crease. The look that Kim is wearing is so simple, so I'm not going to be going too much into the eyes because it is really simple. So I'm just applying that brown into the crease and just blending it out. And then I'm going to be applying this shimmery Loreal shadow all over my lid. Kim's look looked really shimmery and almost messy in a sense. It didn't look really neat, which was what I really liked about it. So you don't have to be too careful with how this looks. Just apply this all over the lid. Then I'm going to be applying this Kiko mineral style eyeshadow and applying this into my outer corner, and this is a shimmery brown, so I'm just going to be applying it to create a little bit of definition, but the fact that it's shimmery means that it's still going to create that gorgeous shimmering effect that Kim's makeup had. And then I'm just going to go back into that blending brush and just blending that colour into my crease to make sure all the colours blend together. Then I'm going to be applying a kohl pencil. This one is Feline Pencil from MAC, and I'm just going to be running this all along my top lash line. And you don't have to worry about being too neat with this because we are going to be kind of buffing this out a little bit, so you can be as neat or as messy as you like. And I'm just making sure to get it into my tight line area as well. Then I'm going to be taking a small precision brush from MAC and just going to be pushing this upwards just to create a nice softened effect. And then I'm going to be taking the Mary-Loumanizer from the Balm and applying this as our inner corner highlight, and also applying this to our brow bone. And what this is going to do is create a really gorgeous shimmering glowing eye that Kim did have. It was all about the highlight, and her brow bone highlight was just glistening in the lights, so you want to make sure that you have a really shimmery highlight. Then I'm going to be applying my mascara and some false lashes. I'm wearing false lashes that are a little bit more dramatic than what Kim was wearing. It's up to you. I just like to go for a little bit more of a volumizing lash, so it's completely up to you. Next, I'm going to be applying some concealer to my under eyes. This is the Nars Creamy Concealer in Custard, and then I'm taking the Maybeline Fit Me Concealer and just applying it slightly underneath that to highlight these areas also. And then I'm also going to apply this onto the other high points of my face, so my forehead, the bridge of my nose, and also my chin. Then I'm going to be using the same sponge as I used for my foundation and just use this to bounce this into my skin, and this will just create a really nice seamless effect from the foundation to the concealer. And then any areas that are harder to reach, I'm going to be using my Sigma 3D HD Precision Brush to get into the areas that are hard to reach. And then I'm just applying some Nars Crystal Translucent Powder as my under eye highlight, and I'm just brushing this away with a Real Techniques setting brush. And then I'm going to be taking the Balm Betty-Loumanizer and be applying this onto my cheeks to give us a little bit of a bronze. And I'm also going to be contouring a little bit, but only using like the tiniest little bit, because Kim actually wasn't that contoured and she was more kind of highlighted than having loads of contour on her face. So I'm going to be taking a sculpting powder from MAC and just be applying this into the hollows of my cheeks only. As you can see, I'm just applying this into the hollow of my cheeks and just brushing it upwards. I don't want it to be too structured, which is why I'm also using a more warmer toned sculpting powder rather than a cool one. Then I'm going to take a smaller brush and start to apply that onto my nose, and this is just going to create the appearance of a slimmer nose. Next, I'm going to be taking that same dark brown shadow we applied into our outer corner and just quite messily apply it to our lower lash line. And then I'm going to be applying some mascara also. And what I really love about this look is that it's not a really chiseled smoky eye. It's quite messy and shimmery, and I just really like the effect that it had. Next, I'm going to be applying my Becca Opal Highlighter and just be applying this to the cheekbones, and I'm also going to be applying it onto the other high points of my face. Next, I'm going to be applying my lip liner. This is Stripped Down Lip Pencil from MAC, and I'm just going to be using this to line my lips. This is quite a nice beigey colour, so I'm just going to be using this to create a nice lip line. Kim had a really nice glossy lip that looked really almost like a barely there nude. So I'm going to be using blankety lipstick just to create a really nice nude effect, and I'm patting it just so I don't apply too much product. Then I'm going to be going in with a Bobbi Brown lip gloss, and this is just a really nice reflective, almost clear gloss, but it does have a little bits of glitter in it, and it just created the most gorgeous glossy effect, and it just felt like this kind of replicated the kind of lip gloss that Kim was wearing really nicely. So guys, that is the end of this tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed another celebrity inspired makeup look. Please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe to my channel. I put new videos up 3 times a week, so please do subscribe if you haven't already. And I can't wait to see you guys in my next video, so take care and have an amazing day. Bye!